Hey guys, what's going on? It's Spycat, on to one of my favorite actors, oh yeah, and one of my favorite movies of all time, freaking Rudy, so it's obvious I'm doing Sean Astin today. Here's my Sean Astin movie collection, let's go. And yeah, Rudy is one of my favorite movies, but I usually go from earliest movie to latest movie of the actor that I'm doing in these whole actor series video. Let's just get to the dang video. So the earliest Sean Astin movie that I have in my collection is definitely one of my favorite movies of all time. I think I saw this like in a summer camp or something like that when I was a kid, which made this thing even more cool. So Goonies, 1985, great movie. I remember the witch used to scare the crap out of me, or we used to just consider her a witch. And I remember there was a standee at a movie store that scared the crap out of me. It was just a standee of her from Throw Mama from the Train, and it used to scare the crap out of me. And Goonies is just all time one of my favorite movies of all time. I have the Goonies like set that was like $50, but it's in the package and it's like in a closet somewhere because I put all my unopened stuff because I was running out of space in a cabinet, that just to get it out of the way and kind of forget about it, and later on maybe it'll be worth money, who knows. But anyway, Goonies snapback version right here. I think this is one of the copies that broke. Those snapback versions tend to break in the middle just because they're really fragile, but yeah, this is what this looks like. Pretty cool picture there. That's how it looks on the back. And next movie. And 2 years later, he was in this movie with Kevin Bacon called Whitewater Summer, which is a pretty cool like adventure movie. Kind of like that other adventure movie with Meryl Streep that Kevin Bacon was in, where he plays a bad guy. I don't know if he's a bad guy in this movie, but this is really cool. I haven't watched this since I was a kid, but this is like a cool adventure movie that Sean Astin's in, and with Kevin Bacon. So this is pretty cool. I got to watch this one. I don't know how many people seen Whitewater Summer, but yeah, 1987, he was in that. And 2 more years later after that, in 1989, he was in another movie that was one of my favorite movies of all time. This just gives you those memories of like your childhood if you grew up in the 80s. This is just so 80s, this movie right here, and I love it. It's about a kind of family like in a small town that own I think it's a restaurant or a grocery store, and these are all brothers, and the parents decide to sell the business, and the kids really don't want them to do that, but they have to sell the business and everything like that. And it's just kind of they're just going through that. It's a HBO movie. I remember I couldn't find this on DVD, so I got it on tape, but I never opened it because it's the original VHS tape. Kind of cool that I have the original of Staying Together. Great movie. And I also have the DVD of that. I just love Sean Astin. You know, he just does the best movies. This is kind of like a drama with a tiny bit of comedy in it. But this is just a great movie right here. Staying Together. And 1 year later, in 1990, Sean Astin was in this movie called The Willies, which is like a kind of a horror movie, but it's really a low budget type of horror movie. I didn't even realize Sean Astin was in it, but I remember I got this recently for probably like $5 or something. But I mean, this is really, really low budget. So this is probably the most low budget Sean Astin movie there is The Willies, if you guys remember that from 1990. And also in 1990, he was in Memphis Belle, which is a movie from my childhood. I remember we got this for Christmas, but I really didn't have the patience to watch it. My brother got it for Christmas when we were kids, and this is the snapback version of this movie about World War II. Or no. Yeah, World War II, that's right. They're pilots and everything like that, learning how to be. So this is a really good movie. I just didn't have the patience when I was a kid. And this is in pretty good condition. It's even got the old school booklet in there. Pretty cool. Pretty good movie. And in 1991, he was in this movie called Toy Soldiers. I saw this when I was a kid. It's a real good like action thriller suspenseful movie, like it freaking says right there. This movie, I think they're in like boarding school, and the boarding school is like taken over by terrorists and stuff like that. So it's really cool. Kind of reminds me of Red Dawn with Patrick Swayze, and I think they redid Red Dawn. But this is same type of kind of movie right there, taken by terrorists and stuff like that. Pretty cool. Sorry about the glare. And in 1991. Also, he was in this movie called Where the Day Takes You, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. It has a lot of famous actors, but in their when they were like younger, not really in their prime. But like Will Smith, this is one of his first movie roles he was in. Ricky Lake has a part in this, but basically this movie is about kids. I think they're in like LA or something. They basically don't have a home. They're like really young and they have to live on the street. Some of them are like having to like hook and stuff like that. I love movies like this. This is a really good movie about like kids that are kind of homeless. You know, they're troublemakers and hooking and on drugs and drinking, and they're all like young and stuff like that. David Arquette's in it too. Adam Baldwin. I don't know what happened to Adam Baldwin. Christian Slater has a part in it. Alyssa Milano has a part in it. So it has a really cool cast going on there. And I like this movie. This is a good one. And in 1992, great movie. You know what? This is probably one of the first Sean Astin movies that I ever watched. Encino Man, one of my favorite freak movies of all time. Love this movie right here, where they discover a frozen caveman, Brandon Fraser, and they thaw it out, and then they take him to high school with him, and he's just a caveman, and it's just a great movie. Sean Astin plays like this, you know. Sean Astin is always like the kind of short, like small dork, but it always ends up gets the girl, you know what I mean? Sean Astin's the best. And in 1993, this is probably definitely one of my favorite movies with Sean Astin, and it's Rudy, a story about a short guy who just wants to play football, had a dream to play football, and despite his size being short and small, he winds up playing one game in the on the Notre Dame team, which is like impossible to be part of that team. You know, it's really hard to be a Notre Dame football player pretty much, and he overcomes the odds and shows them all, gets a girl, and yeah, love this movie. And this is my copy that's in the package right here, and then I have my one that I watch right here. This is the first release that came out for Rudy, and since I love Rudy so much, I even have this other special cool 2-disc edition right here, deluxe edition. It's got the original, this is the VHS one that came out, which I also have right here. This is the VHS tape of that. The Rocky of the 90s. This is the Rocky of the 90s. That's a good thing to put on the cover of that. But yeah, here's the original VHS copy right here, because I am a super collector. Love that thing right there. And let's check out this special edition set going on here. I love that original copy there. Then you open it up and it's the, 2-disc edition. That's like the special features, and then the movie. Pretty cool. I like the artwork on there. And in 1994, he was in this movie with Sarah Sarandon, which I will be doing a video on all my movies from her, because she is another awesome actor that I have a lot of her movies in my collection as well. And this is just a great movie. I mean, 90s. Great 90s movie right here. Sam Shepard's in it too. I like Sam Shepard. He's cool. But yeah, this is kind of a family drama type of movie right here. And I also have the VHS tape of this because I couldn't find it on DVD. But I don't know what happened to that. I got to look for it. I really wanted to show that one off too. And the latest movie I have, again, this one was 4 years after that one, all the way in 1998. It's Boy Meets Girl. I don't know if this ever was released on DVD or not, so I got it on tape. I'd never seen this on DVD, so it might be kind of a harder one to find. Looks like this was an old Blockbuster movie right here. Yeah, it's by some company called Square Dog Pictures, so it really is a, it was one of those other companies that, didn't really last. Kind of a cool company, though. I never watched this movie, so I couldn't tell you what this one exactly is about, but it looks like a romantic comedy or something like that. And then 2 years after that, in the year 2000, he was in this movie called Dish Dogs, which is a great movie. Sean Astin and this guy are both dishwashers, and they love to surf. So I love movies where people are like working jobs that I used to work. I used to be a dishwasher and stuff. So this is just a great movie. Two dishwasher friends are just dishwashing and surfing. And you know, there's always something happens in this movie, but I haven't watched it in a while. But great movie there from 2000. And then 4 years later, he was in 51st Dates, which I think I saw this on Valentine's Day with my girlfriend in the theater. Sean Astin plays the really weird but funny, slow in the head, crazy brother of Drew Barrymore in 50 Dates. 51st Dates. Pretty good movie. And then in, I think, what year was this one? This one was in 2005, a year later. He was in, what is this? Bigger Than the Sky? That's what the back looks like. I haven't watched this movie. I just got it because Sean Astin was in it. And me being a collector of his movies, I got to have all his movies. I got to watch this one. This looks like kind of more of a drama, romantic comedy kind of thing. More drama than like comedy, so it's like a comedy drama, romantic comedy drama. Crap, that's what I meant to say. And then he was in this movie called, Click. This movie called Click. Everyone knows what the heck Click is, with Adam Sandler. I'm trying to think what Sean Astin was in this movie. I think he was like, I think he's the brother. Is he? Yeah, I think he's the brother of he's the brother of Adam Sandler in this movie, I'm pretty sure. Real emotional. This is a comedy, but it has some really like hardcore emotional, like you might even cry on this movie. You know what I mean? I did. Great movie right here. And this one came out in 2006. Yeah, Click. And then in 2007, he was in one episode on season 2 of My Name is Earl. And if you want to know what episode he was in, he's in Get a Real Job on Disc 4. I don't remember that episode, but I guess he's in the episode of Get a Real Job. And he was also in, I kind of backtrack, I think. You know what? My Name is Earl was 2006 and 2007, and this is 2006. This one came out in 2006. Sean Astin has like a little, I don't even remember the part that he has in this, but he is in this movie with Cuba Gooding Jr., which I will be doing a video of the movies that I have from him, because he's one of my favorite actors too. But yeah, What Love Is. He was in that in 2006. And in 2007, a year later, he was in the final season, which is from the director of The Sandlot. Just a good time old baseball movie, and I love the baseball movies. If you guys haven't seen my baseball video where I show you guys all my baseball movies in my movie collection, you guys might want to check that out. If I remember, I'll put it in the description box below. But if it's not there, it's because I forgot that crap. But yeah, and this is based on a true story. Actually, it's based on the amazing true story. And good movie. And this girl's in it. I forgot. Is she the one that's in She's All That? I forgot. But she's cool. I remember watching her in my childhood. And in 2012, he was in this movie called Amazing Love, which is he's not really in it that much. Or yeah, he is. But just regular him. Basically, he takes a camping group out camping, his family out camping, and then it goes into they're sitting around the campfire, and they tell the story of Hosea, which is a story in the Bible. And I think, yeah, Sean Astin's like a big Catholic, Christian or whatever you want to call it. Catholic, I think he's Catholic, but he still considers himself like one of those Christian actors and stuff like that. But yeah, this is a good movie. I remember this one. I love these stories about the Bible. Pretty cool. Amazing Love. Good movie. And then in 2013, I think, he was in this movie called Boys of Abu. What? Boys of Abu Ghraib? Whatever. I think that's how you say that. But from the producers of Traffic and Blood Diamond. Good action war movie right here. Yeah, 2013. And yeah, action movie about the war and everything like that. And in 2015, this is the last movie I have. It's the latest movie I have with Sean Astin. It's Do You Believe, from the creators of God's Not Dead. Another one of those Christian type of movies. This is a really good movie. I love this movie as much as I probably love God's Not Dead and Fireproof. But this is a good one, man. This is a great movie about people that their faith is tested. And yeah, they have to figure out, do they believe? Do you believe? Do you believe? Well, this video's over. So, yeah, I believe this video's over. So, on to the next actor, and I hope you guys enjoyed my Sean Astin actor movies in my collection with Sean Astin. And if I forgot to say, Sean Astin's, I think, from Santa Monica. His birthday is like February 25th. 1971, and he's 45 years old, from Santa Monica, California. Wow, and it says his net worth is 40 million. Damn, he made a lot of money. But anyway, that was my Sean Astin movie collection, guys. See you on the next actor.